Right, let's have a drive. This is near the edge of civilization. And then we got one little town before home. Oh, what's this guy doing? He's turning. Mango orchard on the left. And on the right here's a sugarcane farm. It's huge. And over here's where I call where they farm termites. Because there's just heaps of termite mounds in there. Another mango farm. As you can see, some of them are enormous. It's only a baby one. Export those mangoes all over the world. Probably even get them in the USA to eat. Us Aussies, when we're out in the country, we always wave to everyone that comes past. Don't know why, sometimes we just do. Don't know them, it's just a friendly gesture to say we know you're out here in the middle of nowhere as well. Beautiful sandy horse over there. Horses are huge in Australia. Horses, equestrian, they're everywhere. Enormous pastimes. Horses in this country. Most farms have horses on them. When I get my homestead, if I had enough room, I'd put a horse on there too. I had a horse years ago. I used to have an ex-stock horse called Diggity, and he was used to round cattle up. I bought him years ago for $200. I've never really ridden horses a lot, but I just wanted to. So I went and picked him up with the stockman, and we rode him about 8 miles through the state forest to my place that I was renting at the time. And there were horses in the next paddock to where I lived, and Diggity saw these horses and just bolted with me on it, and hell, I thought I was going to lose the stirrups, but I never. I managed to keep my feet on them, and Diggity hadn't been ridden for about 2 years, and there was a guy up the road that had trotting horses, you know, with the little seats they sit on, and he took Diggity and gave Diggity a bit of re-education, because he was a horse expert. And Diggity come back a different horse, and I got a saddle for him, and yeah, I had 150 acres of land there, and I could ride him around. Originally I'd got him for my first wife, but you know, like everything, after 2 weeks she lost interest in everything. That's just how she was. Never appreciated anything. Oh, I'll look after him. I'll do everything. Nah, I didn't even go near him. So I left it all to me while I was working as well. But that was typical of her anyway. So in the end, I had to sell Diggity. So I sold Diggity very cheap to a young girl. And then she got the saddle and everything that I bought. I gave a whole lot to help this young girl. But so I had to move from the house in the end because the guy that owned it got cancer and died, so it got sold. So yeah, I enjoyed living there, but I enjoyed the 6 months I had Diggity. She wouldn't ride it, she didn't look after it, but I rode Diggity and I looked after Diggity. Beautiful horse. So I'd have a rescue horse, I'd have no problems with that. I know they cost a few dollars to feed, but so what? Doing a good thing for the world, good thing for animals. Oops. Now over there it all looks like paddocks, but that's all swamp. A whole lot of swamp, it's all water underneath there. It's got like a weed on top of it. That's why there's not much growing in there, it's always wet. It's actually full of lotus flowers and that. They'll all start flowering, they're starting to out there, and there'll be all flowers over that soon. Someone's riding a Harley in front of me. I used to have a few bikes years ago, but I never had a Harley. I could never afford one. I had a few Hondas and Yamahas. I used to like the freedom of riding them. Never know, I might buy another one yet. I wouldn't mind getting an adventure bike just to run down the shops and that. It's a lot cheaper to run. I already got one picked out, we'll see. I just better slow down for this biker.